Okay, with us from Cornell University, head coach is Mike Schafer, student athletes Alex Rauter and Trevor Yates. And we'll start with a statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes. I don't have, I'll see if I can get one for you. A shot chart for Coach.
Just, I told our guys after the game, what we wanted to do is not just come in here and use the analogy of just putting our foot in the water, toe in the water to sample how it's going to be this year. And, it was a different environment for us when our guys came back and we went for it. All night long, and it was great to get the lead. Trevor scored a great goal by Cam, a pass by Cam, and then, and I said to our assistant coaches afterwards, you need a little fortune, and for the fortune for the BU, there was the kid that Bowers that picks it out of midair, kind of just whiffs at it and ends up going the back of a net. That was a real momentum buzz killer right there, make it a 1-1 game, and then we just made a big mistake. I remember watching the game last night on TV with Barry Melrose was saying, man, you don't want your centerman behind the net with holding on to the puck, and that's what happened to us tonight. We just had a miscommunication between our right winger and our center that was back there, and we turned it over, and they capitalized. And so I'm very, very proud of our team. I mean, this 10 freshmen we had this year, our upperclassmen. I said to her, you could write a leadership book about how to welcome 10 people into your program, 10 young guys that make up more than a third of your team, how they to welcome in, introduce them to a culture of excellence on and off the ice, make sure that there's no cliques within our team, and these guys, these seniors, have done a great job of carrying on the tradition of Cornell hockey, where we play for each other and we play for our school. So I couldn't be more proud of these guys for what they've done this year, and it's just hockey it's a game, and unfortunately for us tonight, we don't move and advance on. But as I said, these guys can be very proud of the way they've played this year, and how they just handled the group of guys within our team. It's been 31, 32 years, and this is a memorable group of guys to coach. They've been outstanding all season long.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student athletes, please. And again, we'll bring the mic to you. Right here, please. Yep.
Rafi Gunler with the Cornell Daily Sun. Alex, for you first. You guys got that one goal to go in the lead, and then BU responded quickly. How do you think your team's response to that momentum shifter was?
I think we were ready to go. I mean, I think the biggest thing was that I think personally I made a mistake on the play. I didn't stop and start and get back on my D-man, and he flowed that one to the net. And it just kind of goes to show any little play that can come to the net, it can hurt you. So I thought we responded well even after it was 1-1, but we just couldn't get those bounces in front of the net. And I think they were fortunate and they got a couple themselves. So it was pretty tough that way.
Question up front here, please.
It's for Trevor. You came, Will LeBlond, ESPN. You came a long way in your 4 years here. What was that moment like for you to get the goal in the NCAA tournament?
It was great. Always fun scoring a goal. It's something I like to do, and I wish I could have scored another one at the end there. But yeah, it was great, and it's been a great 4 years. I thank Coach Schafer, the coaching staff, to help me become the player and person I am today.
Right here.
Alex, talk a little bit about what it's meant for you in your final season here to be a captain and to lead this team to an NCAA tournament.
It was incredible. I mean, it was just such a whirlwind. I feel like I just remember helping moving in the freshmen. Like 8 months ago. It's crazy how fast it goes. But yeah, I've been very fortunate. I mean, Trevor and I and all the seniors, we've really been lucky. To come to the tournament twice and make good runs, and even just playing with the guys we have. The friendships and the memories. They'll last a lifetime. And I'm really fortunate just to be a Cornell athlete.
Question in the back.
Trevor, can you just speak to Matt's performance in it over the course of the season and what it's been like to have such a rock-solid guy in goal for you guys?
Maddie's been great. First game he came in, he stopped the puck, and I guess that's not a great comment, but he's been great. Even when he lets in a bad goal, he always makes the next save, and he's a huge part of our team's success this year.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for your efforts. Best to you. All right, we'll take questions for Coach. Right up front here, please, John.
Thank you, Mike. John Powers, Boston Globe. How hard is it to play a team that basically, David said, we've been one and done for a while here, that they had to run the table just to get here? I mean, they've been playing desperation, one-goal games for a while.
How hard? I mean, they're a good hockey team. You know, any team you play, I mean, it's hard to play at this time of year, not just BU. I mean, I go back to it. I'm really proud of it. They averaged like 36 shots on goal, and we kept them, to 20, 21 tonight. We did a lot of things we wanted to do. I mean, it's funny, the last 2 games we've played, we've lost, and statistically we did a lot of things that we want to do that usually leads into victory, but that's the way the game is. And they got a good hockey team, and they got some guys out there that I thought we did a good job down low against their top line in Greenway. And I said, we you look at the scoring chances that the guys respond. The question before was, did they respond? And when they made it 2-1, I think we came right back down the ice and had a great scoring chance. And that's what you want from your athletes, is to respond, and they battled all the way to the very end. And as I said, hockey's such a unique game that it said, as a coach, as a center and standing behind that, and our right winger picks the puck up behind the net. It's like, man, this is not going to end well. As you watch it even develop, and it's just little nuances of that in the game that makes our sport one of the best. And they had a good hockey team, but as I said, I thought our guys did a great job tonight.
Right here, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Will LeBlanc, ESPN Ithaca. Hey. Second straight year you made the tournament. You mentioned 10 freshmen. How do you like the outlook of Cornell hockey right now?
Well, you start all over again. I mean, the outlook, I think it's a big mistake to naturally think just because you got 10 guys coming back, it's going to be that easy to go again. I mean, it's a hard tournament to get into. And as an Ivy League school and financial aid and everything else. And someone interviewed the other day and said that, isn't it a shame that Minnesota, North Dakota, and BC are out? I was like, man, thank God. Once in a while, those guys could take a break and let the rest of us get in. And it's hard to get back here. So where our success goes next year and our journey goes next year, that'll be all determined if our upper class can do the job that these guys did, welcoming the next group of freshmen in and make them understand and stay healthy and all those things. You hope you get another shot, because college hockey, it's tough to get here. There's great parity, and there's a lot of good teams, and so it's where it goes. Who knows? But we'll see when it starts back August 19th.
Question right here for Coach.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the leadership of your seniors this year and how valuable they were to have in their last season?
Yeah, I said 10 freshmen comes in. Over a 30-year team is going to be young guys. Could be a real natural thing for those guys to bond together. I've seen it. Been around, and they can have a tendency to hang out a little bit too much together. These guys, as I said, when you have a whole team that shows up and carries all the freshman stuff into their dorm, and takes them out for small group dinners, and they worked at it. I mean, this group of seniors worked off the ice and on the ice. Alex Rauter, 2 years ago, I said you better change I just can't have you in the program anymore. You just can't be part of our program. And you want to talk about growth and leadership, and he went from that to being our captain. And so he'll be a guy that we'll use for years as an example in our season-ending meetings, saying, hey, you got to change, or you got to do this better, to make yourself a better player. It's guys like him that have done that. They change. Whatever they do mentally, whatever decisions they make, he's a guy that went from, has to work harder and do things to make sure he's a part of our program, to a guy who's our captain and representing our program. That's a hell of a story.
Question here in the middle for Coach, right here.
Keith Pearson, Boston Herald. Mike, you mentioned the way you guys defended Greenway. Can you speak to Bo in particular, the way he tied him up for much of the night?
Yeah, Bo, but I mean, you're not going to do it with one guy. I mean, we knew going into the game. I mean, he's our job was to try to make sure he could play for the Wild next week. That was kind of our goal. We didn't get it done, but you need multiple people to play him. When he gets determined down low, you better be ready to come down, cheat, and help, because you're just not going to handle a guy like that one-on-one. And Bo did a tremendous job, but at the same time, there was other guys on the ice that we played multiple lines against them. Kyle Betts, different guys, and they did tremendous. But Bo had a good night against them.
Right here, Coach.
Coach, you told us earlier in the week you thought this would be a very physical game. That seemed to be the case. How do you think your guys did in that department?
They were good. They played well. They played hard. They were fine.
Coach, after you guys had, one of your best regular seasons in over a decade, you guys fell short in the ECACs now, fell short in the NCAAs. Is this a disappointment postseason-wise?
Yeah, not disappointed at all. I mean, I couldn't be more proud. I mean, disappointed. 25 wins. I mean, it's NCAAs. They got a job for another couple more years. Things are good. Hopefully.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.